should you do if you're a contractor and you primarily do exterior services, but it gets so cold where you're based out of that you have to pause in the winter? Should you just take rest, relax, not make any money, or what should you do in this case? Let me give you a real life example. This will completely depend on you, but I'm working with a bunch of contractors and some of them that do exterior work where it gets really cold. Like some guys doing concrete, some guys doing landscaping, hardscaping, and it gets cold. So we're pivoting to do winter services. And when we pivot to do winter service, we literally have to figure out once what would be successful during the winter season, and we can rinse and repeat. So, for example, I have a couple of guys doing hardscaping, I have a couple of guys doing concrete, and for some of them, we're pivoting to maybe doing retaining walls. Some of them are pivoting to doing painting. Some of them are pivoting to do permanent LEDs. And that's just from November till maybe March, where we run those ads. This way, you don't have to put your business, your crews, your cash flow on hold for the winter. You literally find something and you rinse and repeat. And it's going to be the hardest your first season because you really don't know what you're going to pivot to. If it's a new service, you're going to have to learn about it, learn about performing that service, hiring for it. There's going to be a learning curve, but you literally just have to figure it out once and you can rinse and repeat every single winter. So, like I said, some of my guys are like, hey, can we do retaining walls? I can't pour concrete, it's going to get cold. Let's do retaining walls. Others have pivoted to doing interior painting because it's just too cold to even do retaining walls where they're based out of. Some of them were experimenting with the idea to do permanent LEDs, which is also a high ticket service. And as you're seeing with these choices, we're pivoting to something high ticket still, where we can still be profitable in the months of the winter as we're running ads. However, if you're somebody that wants to just completely relax, take it off, that's up to you. But if you want to stay busy, then figure out what you can do and then just start running ads for it. Like for us, lead generation is not a problem. We literally just launch a campaign for that new service and then we start generating leads. And my guy is just learning and, experimenting with what works and what doesn't. So there's a bit of a learning curve in your first winter, but you just figure it out once and it's rinse and repeat every single year and you don't have to stop working in the winter.